Very well done to you. Thank you, Charles. Lewis, let's come to you now. If you'd had 2 runs in Q3, what do you think? Was pole possible?
I don't know whether we could do the same time as those guys. They've been quick all weekend, so congrats to George. But otherwise, it's amazing to be up here with Charles. I think it's such a great showing for Ferrari. And just really, it really is a reflection of just the hard work that everyone's been putting in back at the factory. We got the new upgrade this weekend on the engine, which is a slight step forwards, and then we also brought a couple of little pieces on the car. So it's just every weekend, it's really great to see them pushing so much and just continuing to bring these pieces that you could tell they're hungry and they're pushing, which I'm really proud of. So, and that's why we're up here and as close as we are. Yesterday we were like 6/10 off in a straight line, and somehow today we're closer. So unfortunately, the weekend had been pretty good. This morning in P3 I felt good with the laps, and then got to qualifying and struggled a little bit more with the balance, particularly on the brakes. And then Q3 made a mistake in turn 1, then turn 3, and lost that lap. That really pushed you on the back foot naturally, because you've got to squeeze out a lap. So given that I missed that first lap, I'm pretty happy with that.
Okay, let's throw it forward to tomorrow. After everything you did in Barcelona last time out in very hot track conditions, how confident are you that you can take the win again?
I think this weekend we've not been confident that we could fight for a win. These guys have been 6/10 quicker than us most of the weekend. We closed the gap overnight, 3/10, and but we still are 3/10 down today, or 2 and a bit tenths down today. So it's going to be very tough to challenge them tomorrow, but it's a long run down to turn 3. Hopefully together we can. Now it's great having Charles up here as well, because we can hopefully work together in strategy and try to apply pressure to them.
All right, good luck with that. Thank you, Lewis. Let's open this to the floor. Name and publication, please.
Hello, James Phillips, Motorsport Monday. Question for Lewis. Austria is a very different circuit to Barcelona. Are you confident of continuing to take the fight to Mercedes in a sustained way for the rest of the year? And can I just ask what the measure of success is for the new upgrade on the engine? Thank you.
I don't think we have a measure of success. We just want to continue to be moving forwards and trying to get closer. We knew coming into this weekend would be tough with the long straights. We got here and the deficit looked bigger than other circuits that we've been at. Maybe it's altitude, I'm not sure. I can't really predict what's going to happen in the future. Just I know when we get to the long straight circuits, it's going to be our Achilles heel for a while. But as I said, I'm really proud of the team for continuing to work. We got this upgrade. That's the first step, but we need to make a bigger step naturally to really close the gap with them.
Okay, thank you for that. Next.
Thanks. Zsolt Godina from Világ.hu. Charles, you went from saying on Friday that the car was sliding everywhere to put the car in front at the end of Q3. How many changes have you made overnight, and how is the feeling in the car after you changed the brake configuration after Monaco?
We changed quite a lot, actually. Not big steps, but a little bit everywhere. So at the end, it ended up being quite a big difference. Then, I think after Monaco, there's been many things that have changed, and the feeling was better in Barcelona. It's still not yet where I want to be. And as I said, in qualifying, I didn't feel as confident as I've been in the past, where I just go all in and I know exactly what the car is going to do. This is not the feeling that I have at the moment, and this is where I want to focus on. But every time I struggled in the past and that I put effort in it, normally things go better. So that's already a first step, but that's not where I want to stop. And then that was your question. So that's it.
Thank you. Next.
Ludo from the Energy People. George, how important is it for you to beat Kimi now after such a long period, mentally, for your confidence?
So,
how important is it for you, for your confidence and mentally, to beat Kimi now?
It's the race of the season. It's my 4th pole, but I've never been able to really convert into a good result. So it has, moments like this, it's like confidence is restored. And like Charles was just saying, it last year, every lap, every session, I just had the confidence in the car to just push it to the limit and know exactly what it was going to do. And I think for Charles, one of the best definitely qualifiers on the grid was the same. And for both of us, it has been challenging a lot at times, but we haven't just forgotten how to drive. And there is definitely an element of understanding what this car needs, what these tyres need in different conditions. And, Kimi's just done an amazing job day in, day out. Do I have the confidence I can beat him? Yeah, 100%. I just need to get that click as I found again today, as I had in Barcelona, as I had in Canada, as I had in Melbourne, as I showed in China. And then, the results will come at some point in the races. It can't continuously be bad luck over a course of a season. So, yeah, feeling good.
Thank you. Next.
Lawrence Emerson, ESPN. A question to George. You mentioned the message from Toto. We heard the one over the team radio. I don't know if he said anything else, but how helpful are those messages kind of midway through a session to help you refocus? Because sometimes they sound a little bit more like an order than support, but how helpful are they?
That's probably the Austrian accent, to be honest. No, I think knowing that your boss has 100% faith and confidence in you, he's been the one who has been the first to pick me up throughout the season when things haven't been going right and reminded me, like, you haven't forgotten how to drive, and I know the speed you've got. And and we speak every single day, and those little messages, they kind of throw me to conversations that we have, on a personal level between races as such. So, maybe for you sort of listening, not knowing the context, for me it means a lot, and, reminds me of those chats we've had, and reminds me that, yeah, I can do it. I've done it my whole career. There's no reason why I can't do it again today.
Thank you, George. Next.
Rodrigo França, Car Magazine, Brazil. Question to all. In pre-season test, a lot of drivers were complaining about the new rules, and after so many upgrades in the cars and changes, does the F1 car feels better to drive? And do you see Formula One in a good moment as a sport now?
I think the evolution with the regulation change from Japan onwards has been very good. The cars do feel much nicer to drive. I think the one issue that all of the drivers are complaining about are the tyre pressures. But from what we hear and understand, Pirelli are trying to make improvements there. There's a strange rule that they have to take into consideration if a team's SM fails. And then there's much more downforce on the car. And then they need to take compensation